Chick-Fil-A brings us stories of athletes who inspire us.
Domestic violence leaves deep scars not only on victims, but on their families. And tonight, we meet Daven Woodham, who is letting tragedy fuel her incredible journey to breaking cycles. Evergreen Valley is in the midst of defending a league championship. After going 10-0 last year, the Cougars are in position to repeat.
We don't talk too much about goals. We just talk about having fun. We talk about sticking together and preparing and training the hardest we can.
It really feels like we're more family than a team. Like, we all love each other.
Daven Woodham is one of the team's 5 seniors. The point guard's grit and tenacity is something a coach can't teach.
Well, I really love playing defense. I guess the hustle I bring on defense is what stands out.
She brings happiness and joy. She's always laughing and smiling.
Daven is strong. She's just solid, and she uses wisdom. She thinks before she moves.
But Daven's strength didn't come without challenges. Daven is a witness of domestic abuse. In 2011, when Daven was 4 years old, her mother Robin suffered serious injuries, including a fractured spine, in a desperate attempt to escape an abusive partner, Daven's dad.
I was pretty young, but as I grew older, I started finding an understanding of those events that happened and how wrong they actually were.
In 2014, when Daven was 7 years old, Robin had surgery on her spine. She was in a spinal cast and nearly immobile, all while becoming a single mother to 5 children. With limited mobility and constant pain, Robin couldn't get Daven to and from practices or games.
So I had surgery, I had major surgery, and I was in a cervical spine and lack of mobility, and Daven came to me and she wrote a letter, and it's so sweet. She was like, "Mom, I wish we had the mother that the older children had." And I was a sports mom. My older children played sports.
I wrote a letter to her and I was like, I'll do whatever. I understand you're not that capable, but I really want to play.
And I told Daven, I made a pact with her, and I told her that I am going to do everything in my power to get better, to have the ability to allow you to play sports.
And that promise was kept.
She took that letter to heart, and I started being able to play basketball.
For Daven, growing up in the shadow of domestic violence meant learning painful truths at an early age. But Daven refused to let trauma define her and instead focused on how to grow from it and escape the cycle.
Just to break the cycle of abuse in general, definitely not looking for any traits in a partner, any type of those traits. And also my dad, he was very undereducated, so that's also my strive to go further in college and get my bachelor's, my master's, and whatever I get into.
Well, on her way, Daven has already been accepted into 6 colleges, including her dream school, the University of Oregon. She plans to major in psychology.
After growing up from what all had happened, I want to understand more of what could push a person to that point, or the psychological things that causes people to act the way they do.
Daven has this message for those facing similar struggles.
Don't let it affect you as a person. I had a lot of close friends that I would talk to about some of the things, and someone's always there for you. You could find someone to be there for you.
I am where I am today due to Daven. Daven drives to be the best. Daven drives to break the mold. Daven drives to break the cycle, and I love her so much for that.
From the basketball court to her college dreams, Daven is taking a shot at rewriting her family's future, one play at a time. Daven will have her choice of colleges, and like she said, that is her next step in ending the cycle of domestic abuse. It takes teamwork, determination, and heart to overcome, and Daven is proving she has all of that and more.
Yeah, and it also takes a lot of courage to tell her story to everyone out there.
Absolutely.
But very helpful.
She said she was very nervous, but
Yeah.
knew that it would do good in telling her story. It was great.
Help other young girls. All right. Thanks for watching. Please join our YouTube memberships to get early access to highlights and our podcast, Covered Cowhide.
You'll also be able to see full game videos and vote for the Players of the Week. So click join and make sure to tune in every Sunday night at 6 p.m. on NBC Sports California. We'll see you at the games.